All right, hey everybody, hey 8th graders, how are you today?
Good.
Philip, how are we?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Maddie.
I'm Drew. Our Professor Bradley. Mr. Bradley. Hannah, Caroline.
Good morning. All right.
Good evening. Hi, Katie. Hi, Randy.
Hi.
Nice presentation. Hey, Tori. Zach. Scott. Shane, how's it going? Hey, Shelby.
Very.
What's up, Duncan? Hey, Ryan. Chase. What up, Lexi? All right. So, guys, at the end of the class, we're going to have a little raffle. I have with me a $10 Joe Beans gift card. So that's what we're going to be playing for. If you participate, if you answer a question, ask a question, whatever, you get like one extra entry into the pot. So the more times you participate, the more entries you get into the pot, the greater of a chance you have for winning the Joe Beans gift card. Does that make sense? So I'll be asking for some feedback here and there. Today we're talking about nutrition, as you can tell on the screen. Nutrition sometimes gets a bad rap, but it's talking about food, and who doesn't love food? So let's just get into it really quickly. Basics. What is nutrition? Can anybody give me a definition? Hannah Thomas.
Nutrition is what you put in your body, so like carbs, protein, fats.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's great. This is a super wordy definition up on the screen. Nutrition is the biochemical and physiological processes by which an organism uses food to support its life. Or put a little bit more simply, nutrition is the process of making healthy food choices based upon our knowledge of what those specific foods contain. So it's knowing what foods we're putting into our body, why we're putting them into our body, and how that will affect us. 6 major nutrients. Does anyone know what they are? Lexi. Can you name one?
One.
Yeah.
Minerals.
Yes. Fantastic. Minerals. Philip.
Protein.
Protein. Yep. Great. Caroline.
Carbs.
Fantastic. Zach.
Fats.
Yep. And?
Water.
Yep. I think that was all 6. Pretty sure that was all 6. So carbs, fats, protein, vitamins, minerals, water. Up there we also have the amount of calories per gram. So you can notice that with carbs we have 4 calories per gram, fats 9 calories per gram, proteins 4 calories per gram. This is one reason why it might be sometimes better to stay away from fats in certain situations because it's just more calories per gram, not necessarily that fats are inherently wrong, but the more calories you put into your body, the easier it is to gain weight and that sort of thing. So 6 major nutrients. What does nutrition affect? What do you guys think? Zach?
Life expectancy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lexi?
Our body's function.
Yep. Any other thoughts? Caroline?
Your weight.
Yeah, your weight. That's a good answer. Anyone else? Hannah Thomas?
Sleep.
Yep.
Energy level.
Yep. Those are all great answers. Fantastic, guys. Here are just a couple ones that we have. Athletic performance, that might be important to some people in here. Some of us are athletes. Weight gain, weight loss, we said that. Reduces the risk of disease, reduces the risk of illness, energy level, moods and well-being, and mental health. So nutrition is pretty important because it affects the way we live our lives. It affects all those basic things. We're going to take a little poll quickly. We're going to transition the discussion into obesity a little bit. And so just I have a question for you guys, is who here thinks that, all right, let me rephrase that. I was phrasing that poorly. The poll is going to look like this. For children in America, there is a certain percentage that are obese, right? So the ranges are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, or 20 to 30, and you're going to vote for one of the 3. All right? So children in America, do you guys have a number in your head for which range? All right, 0 to 10. Put your hands up. Who thinks it's 0 to 10? No one. 10 to 20. We have 1 vote, 2 votes, and then 20 to 30. That should be everybody else. So the number is actually 17% to 19%. I've seen kind of in that range. That's American children, 17% to 19%. To put that into perspective a little bit, that's about like 13 million kids. So that's a lot of people. 13 million kids dealing with obesity and how to combat that. Also, there's an interesting narrative that America is kind of the only country that struggles with obesity. If you look at charts and maps and things like that, you actually see that there are other countries that also struggle with it. So it's not just an American problem per se. Depending on where you go in the world, it's also an issue there as well. So not necessarily just an American thing. Other countries struggle with it as well. All right, healthy eating in a nutshell. These are just kind of some basic things. How can we reduce obesity? How can we make America healthier? How can we keep our kids healthier? Point number one, there are no secrets. It's kind of basic and it's not easy, but there are just certain things that you know you have to do. Number two, eat whole grains, leafy green vegetables, lean sources of meat, drink water, and supplement meals with dairy occasionally. So just kind of make sure you hit every single food group, make sure you're getting enough vitamins, minerals, water, make sure that you're getting what your body needs. Eat in moderation by controlling portion sizes. If you have too much food, if you have tons of food and just stuff yourself every single meal, you'll probably put on weight more quickly than someone who kind of controls those portion sizes a bit better. And then this one is pretty tough for us because there's sugars and there's sweets and there's soda everywhere. But avoiding these sorts of things is a great way to kind of help control health, help keep obesity down, things like that. And then this is one of the most important points I think I can make today. This is it's a little hard to see, but it's kind of like the equation for weight gain. If your calories in is greater than your calories burned, you're going to put on weight. So you need to be very careful with managing that. All right, just some quick dangers of obesity, just to go through it quickly. Decreased quality of life, increased risk of heart disease and certain types of cancer, poor mental health, difficulty performing foundational tasks for life. If you have trouble walking, that makes the rest of your life difficult. If you have trouble sitting down and standing up, that makes the rest of your life really tough. And then body pain. All right, here's what we're going to transition into, some practical scenarios. I have 5 scenarios here. We're going to split up into groups, and then you guys have all done this before. You're going to get together, discuss. We're going to come back as a class and discuss it. So we'll probably have Chase, Lexi, and Ryan as one group. You guys can be group number 1. We'll have you guys be group number 2. And then, let's see, Philip, if you could go back and join this group of 4 with Randy, Tori, and Katie. Here you go. And then, let's see, you guys can be a group of 2. Okay. And you'll be a group of 3. All right, so read the scenario, discuss it amongst yourselves, how you would deal with that situation. Great job, great discussion, Ryan. Fantastic. You guys good? You guys got it? Sweet. All right, so the point of this is to kind of, it's all well and good to talk about obesity, nutrition, how we deal with it, but at a certain point we kind of want to make it more realistic, more practical. We kind of want to talk about certain situations that you may face or you may not face. So we're going to kind of go down that path a little bit. I might push back against some of the things you guys say a little bit just to try to get you guys to think through it fully 100%. So group 1, where's group 1 at? Scenario 1, that's you guys. Could you read your scenario and then answer the question?
All right, scenario 1. Your child, Stephen, struggles to eat healthily and is overweight. It's dinner time and you're picking him up after band practice. You're exhausted from a long day at work. And as you're driving home together, you pass by McDonald's. Stephen suggests eating at McDonald's. As you look over and see that the drive-thru has no line. What should you do? What should
Right. So, I mean, both of you guys have had a long day, and that McDonald's is tasty, and it's super convenient, and it's right there. And your kid, Steven, he really wants that McDonald's, so you're going to tell him no?
Yes.
You're going to deny him that?
Yes.
We also mentioned that you could like say that there's like certain things you can get off the night, so maybe like healthier choices.
Yeah.
So don't be like, okay, yeah, doing that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, or no pop is like.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Great answer, guys. Guys, let's clap for group number 1. All right, group number 2.
So, your child Sarah struggles to eat healthily and is overweight. After picking her up from her chess tournament, you two arrive home together to an empty fridge. Sarah claims that she's tired, hungry, and her mind is exhausted. She suggests that you order pizza. What should you do and why?
We said that probably the best scenario, the answer to this would be to maybe instead of like completely cutting out like all of the things she enjoys because it's not sustainable and she's a kid, do that, like get the pizza but get like maybe one slice for each and then like the salad's the actual meal. So like the pizza's like the little treat outside.
Yeah, okay, that's really interesting. That's good. I didn't think about that when coming up with this, but no, that's good. I like how you kind of like it's a little bit of I'll give you this, you give me that kind of thing. I feel like we've learned about that in a separate class, but I can't remember what it's called. Sweet. Group 3.
Your Uncle Gregory is obese. He has expressed to you that he wants to make a change to improve his health, but he's struggling to follow through and stick to a diet. What strategies would you suggest to him to help him lose weight as it relates to nutrition? Well, basically we said if he can't stick to a diet, just moderate his calorie intake and have him start exercising a bit more and also drink more water.
Mm-hmm. What was so funny about that one, guys? So this scenario kind of hits home to me a little bit more. My favorite uncle, he's a little bit overweight. He's dealt with this sort of thing his entire life. Basically been on the line between overweight and obese. And it's been like tough for me to watch him like try diet after diet. Nothing really works, nothing really sticks. But this past like year and a half, he's been doing like this weight wager type of thing where he puts money up on the line, and if he doesn't make weight by that certain date, he has to pay the money to charity or something like that. And that's been like one of the only things that I've seen work for him. So yeah, great. Definitely moderate your food intake, moderate your calories, and that sort of thing, and exercise. But you kind of got to figure out what works for you in a situation like that. So good job, Group 3. Clap for Group 3, guys. Group 4.
Your child Heather is now in 6th grade and in middle school. She gets lunch provided by her school every day. Unfortunately, the lunch menu is increasingly being unhealthy. You notice that Heather has been putting on some weight, and this recently raises concerns in your mind that the two might do it. How should you handle this situation? We said the most direct way to handle the situation would be to make lunches for Heather,
Mm-hmm.
or to show up at the school board meeting if, like, you, for example, some people are on school lunch or like have reduced payments on lunch, so sometimes it's a convenient or financial situation for them. So showing up at the school board meeting and talking about the lunch and how it's not helping their child and the local should sitting back next to them anywhere.
Yeah.
They can maybe bring the food themselves.
Yeah, great idea. My mom packed my lunch for me like my whole life. And that's a great thing. It's just you have to be more intentional about it with the prep and everything like that. It's more energy expended, more time. So you just have to think about the pros and cons of each. Group 5, what do you guys have?
All right. You and your daughter Destiny have barely enough money to scrape by and live paycheck to paycheck. You notice that constantly choosing cheap fast food options is causing Destiny to gain some weight. She seems happy and fine with it, but you're nervous about where this road could lead. You don't necessarily have the funds to buy the best, healthiest food all the time. How should you go about managing the situation?
And we said that, like, even if you go to fast food places, there's always, like, options that are healthier than what you usually probably get. So, like I was saying, Wendy's has a brilliant salad, and it's really cheap. So that, and then we also said that, like, buying food from the store could be a lot cheaper, no matter what.
Yeah, great job, Group 5. Great job. Everyone did great. Fantastic. Ultimately, I think one of the other biggest main points that I could make here is that combating obesity requires hard work, lifestyle change, and active prevention. Like I said, there's no secrets. You kind of got to put in the hard hours, and you have to be willing to change your lifestyle if that's what it comes to, or help inspire someone else to change their lifestyle. I have a video real quick to kind of highlight one girl and what she's been able to do. So let me pull that up.
Very inspiring start to the week right now. The story of Brianna Bond. At just 9 years old, she weighed almost 200 pounds, one of the millions of American kids struggling with obesity. But in less than a year, Brianna transformed her body and her life. We're going to meet Brianna and her parents in just a moment. Take a look first at her remarkable journey. By the time she was 9 years old, Brianna Bond was 186 pounds. The extra weight made it difficult for her to breathe and move around. She soon became a target for bullies.
Everybody at school would call me names. They would call me fatty. They would call me fathead.
Brianna's weight gain began when she was just a baby. By kindergarten, she was 100 pounds.
When I was playing with my friends, if they were running, I couldn't keep up.
Honey, you want some tomato basil and mozzarella?
Yeah.
So Brianna's mom decided to take matters into her own hands and design an exercise routine for her daughter. The entire family began walking a 4-mile trail near their home. Before long, Brianna lost 37 pounds. Along with a healthy diet that limits fat to 20 grams a day, Brianna also began hitting her home treadmill for an hour and 15 minutes every day. She began playing basketball and joined the swim team.
She inspires me on a daily basis. She is an inspiration to the world and all children who are having weight issues across America, that you can do it with a pair of tennis shoes and motivation. It's totally changed the course of her whole life.
And wait till you see Brianna now. You ready to come on out? Come on, Brianna. Come on out. You look fantastic. So you...
All right, so that's just one story. It's pretty heartwarming, pretty positive, and she's like, what a sweet girl. I'm so happy for her. Just to fill you guys up with a little bit of hope. I have a little kind of exit little worksheet thing that you guys can work on individually just for the next couple of minutes as we wrap up. So it just kind of goes over the lesson a little bit. Just answer it to the best of your abilities. We'll kind of come back and breeze through it really quickly if we have time, or else it'll be homework for you all. As
Science homework.
Huh?
It's a weaknesses, a science homework.
Definitely. Whoa, whoa, weaknesses, Zach. I think you mean no weaknesses.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. that'll be for homework. We're kind of running out of time. But we have to know who wins the Joe Beans gift card. Not going to lie, the numbers are a little fudged, but it's pretty close. So let's see who wins it. She participated a lot.
Do it again.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, come on.
Congrats, Caroline. All right, thank you guys. You all are dismissed.
Garrett just missed out on a couple of coffees.
Oh. Thank you, Shelby.
Oh, you did it on your computer.
I did, yeah.
He was sending a message through Teams saying he couldn't see them.
Oh.
Because Garrett's on here, that's why.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
What do you need from me?
As long as you upload your thing.
Sorry, Shelby. Just upload it all? Okay. Thank you, Philip. Thanks, Chase.
Garrett's gonna be pissed.
Poor Garrett. It's okay. You can